Welcome back, boys and girls.
Hello, Mark.
Welcome back to another episode of Look What's Going On in the News around how charitable gifting of real estate could, should, would be funding your nonprofit. It would be paying your realtors, your commercial real estate brokerage, your regular residential brokerage if you had a clue what was going on. So today's episode for our boys and girls out there in visual land is this story. Looking for a holiday gift? How about real estate? Now, this came up on my radar because I do have a Google search that tells me when gifts of real estate and that sort of thing come up. But I did read through it. Look at what a cute little picture of the house with the bow on it. I think we'll steal that and use it for something. But here's what I want to really beat in on with you. Our military families are finally on the move again. Now, this story was written by a realtor in the Maryland area. So, first of all, isn't it nice to know that our real estate professionals aren't adverse to making profit off of our military being on the move again? All those families being uprooted and moved again. So good for you, realtors, for making money off of families having to be uprooted. Second thing I want to say about this paragraph is military is on the move again. Does that mean there's disruption going on in the world? There's more war, there's more people being shipped off. That means more veteran nonprofits, both male and female, disabled veteran nonprofits, disabled veterans who need animal nonprofits, PTSD, taking all these men and women out on ventures. I know so many nonprofits that take veterans out to do fly fishing and to do different things out in the woods to get their mind back from this stuff. So this one paragraph is telling me there's getting ready to be a lot more need in the nonprofit world. Now, if you won't buy that, that's okay. Let's talk about this next part of the paragraph. This new office building, which when built, really, really, how many office buildings need to be built in this country when already organizations like Neiman Marcus is dumping 500 million square feet? They're building more buildings, but there's 500,000 at least square footage that is now vacant. And whether Neiman Marcus owns that and they're hurting, or whether there's hundreds of office buildings nationwide that are hurting or not, the point is there is real estate that could be donated to nonprofit if the owner and the nonprofit and the real estate professionals, if everybody would just have a little come to Jesus and know how this works. Well, Cami, I don't believe anybody would donate office building. Well, I'm so glad you asked, because let's take a look again, shall we, at this fun little story of the Scott Dawson Evangelistic Association receiving a multi-million-dollar piece of property as a donation. And in this fun little story, they tell us it is a $10 million. Another story said 9.5 million, but I think you get the idea. The point of the matter is it is happening. It's happening all around us. More buildings are being built when there's billions of square feet that are already vacant, that are bleeding people dry. So this building that Scott Dawson happily moved into, this building was vacant for 4 years. Commercial realtors, how much is your client spending, bleeding every month on insurance and taxes and overhead and management? Maybe you as a manager, electricity, landscaping, keeping the parking lot swept so it looks nice. How much are they spending on that? Times a dozen, times 100, times 1,000. You know a building just like this in your backyard or within 10 miles of your house. Downtown Detroit, Chicago, LA, Miami, Atlanta. This was in Birmingham. Go ahead, call me a liar. There aren't any vacant buildings, Cammie. There are offices everywhere and they're all full of commerce. Nobody would even consider donating that kind of real estate because they need it. They're going to leave it to their children. Their children don't want that office building. Their children don't want that car dealership in Detroit. The children don't want 1,000 acres in the middle of Minnesota, and they damn sure don't want that shitty 3-family of yours up in downtown Boston. They don't even want your 55 and older community mobile home in Florida. You could be donating it. You could be receiving the proceeds from it. You could be getting paid to stinking list it. Is there not enough evidence yet for you to raise your hand and put your ego in your back pocket and say, you know, I really don't understand how this works. I'm not even clear what you're saying, Cammie. You are crazy. You got that piece shit all over the place. You look eccentric as hell to me. I don't think I want to listen to you. Well, go tell your veteran friends that it's the way I look that's keeping them homeless and hungry. Friends, it is time to learn. Learn so that you can lead generate, so that you can list and liquidate, so that you can leverage for profit and nonprofit together so we can all leave legacy. That is my rant for the day. Thanks for stopping by.